Welcome to Screen Hollywood, the home of movie news and entertainment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
What's up, movie fans, and welcome back to Screen Hollywood. I'm your host, Adam. If you're new here, join the Hollywood family and hit the like, subscribe, notification bell, and bookmark our international news site at screenhollywood.com. For over a decade, one of the most unique and terrifying concepts in modern horror has asked one simple, horrifying question. What would you do if for one night a year, all crime were legal? Well, it seems we might be about to get our final answer. After the last film, The Forever Purge, left the franchise in a state of limbo, many of us feared the annual siren had been silenced for good. But now, we have a massive, hopeful update on the status of a potential sixth film. The creative team is in place, a fan-favorite hero is ready to return, and the script is not only written, it contains a concept so dark, so prescient, and so chillingly relevant that it might just be the most important Purge story ever told. So today, we are going to break down this huge update from producer Jason Blum. We're going to look back at the brilliant and sometimes flawed evolution of this franchise's world building, and we're going to dive deep into the bombshell plot for what is being envisioned as the final, terrifying chapter of the Purge saga. Let's get the official business out of the way first, based on the new report from MSN which details recent comments from the head of Blumhouse himself, Jason Blum. First, the big question. Is the Purge 6 officially greenlit? The answer is no, not yet. But, and this is a massive but, it is in very active development. Jason Blum stated, "We are working on it," and confirmed he is personally championing the project and trying to convince the studio, Universal, to move forward. But here is why this is such a hopeful update. All of the key creative elements are already in place, waiting for that green light. The creator of the entire franchise, James DeMonaco, the man who has written and directed most of the films, has already written the script for the new installment. And according to Blum, the script is great. This is crucial. It means the final chapter is coming directly from the original architect, ensuring a level of creative consistency and passion that a director for hire could never match. And now for the news that will have fans cheering. The script is set to bring back the one and only Frank Grillo to reprise his role as Leo Barnes. This is a game changer. Leo, who we met in Anarchy and Election Year, is the heart of this franchise for so many people. He's not a politician or a super soldier. He's the hardened, cynical everyman, the grieving father who evolved into a reluctant hero. His return gives this final chapter an immediate emotional anchor that is absolutely essential. Now, before we get to the insane plot of this new film, I have to talk about why this franchise, for me, has always been so fascinating. I've always had a deep appreciation for the concept of the Purge. It's a unique story that hasn't really been done before, and it goes so much deeper than just being a simple slasher or home invasion series. The world building and the evolution of the lore across these films has been brilliant. The first film was a tight, contained home invasion thriller. It introduced the concept in a simple, terrifyingly personal way. But then came the Purge Anarchy. The world exploded. We were thrown out onto the streets of a city tearing itself apart. We saw the chaos, the resistance movements, and most importantly, we saw the dark truth. The Purge wasn't just about catharsis, it was about class warfare. We saw the rich bidding on the poor to hunt them for sport. Then, the Purge Election Year took it even further. It peeled back the political layer and showed us the true architects of this national nightmare, the new founding fathers of America. We learned their real, sinister agenda was not philosophical, but economical. They were using the Purge as a form of population control, a way to cull the poor and the marginalized to save money on social programs. It was a dark, cynical, and brilliant piece of social commentary disguised as a horror movie. The level of detail the production team went into to explain the political agendas, the corporate corruption, and the darkness that festers just beneath the surface of everyday society was incredible. They created a believable, terrifying alternate America. But that brings me to the one Purge movie I hated. The one entry that I felt completely betrayed the intelligence of the franchise. The fourth film, The First Purge. That movie was too heavily focused on color. It abandoned the nuanced themes of class warfare and instead painted a lazy, simplistic picture of bloodthirsty, maniacal white people hell-bent on killing black people. I felt it was heavy-handed propaganda, it was woke, and it completely took away the depth from a story that could have been a fascinating psychological thriller about the first social experiment on Staten Island. It was, for my money, pure race bait, and it remains a massive stain on an otherwise intelligent franchise. Thankfully, it seems the proposed final chapter is returning to the franchise's roots of smart, biting, and truly terrifying social commentary. And that brings us to the plot. According to the reports and to comments from DeMonico himself, the script for The Purge 6 is set 10 years after the events of the previous films, and its central concept is an absolute bombshell. The story is about a redivided America. Let that sink in. The country has been completely remapped and fractured into different states based on ideology. DeMonico's vision is of an America where there is a state for evangelicals, a state for LGBTQ+ people, a state for gun lovers, a state for liberals, and so on. It's a shattered landscape, a nation that has completely given up on unity and has instead segregated itself into ideological tribes. This is not some far-fetched sci-fi concept. This is a nightmarish, funhouse mirror reflection of the extreme political polarization we are living through right now. It is a chillingly relevant and terrifyingly plausible idea. And where does our hero, Leo Barnes, fit into all of this? He is a man navigating this broken, redivided America, a man without a true country, on a mission that will take him through these hostile, ideologically opposed territories. It gives his character a powerful, final, and desperate mission, to find some semblance of unity or survival in a nation that has completely destroyed itself from the inside out. Jason Blum himself has said that this powerful and topical script is the main reason he is fighting so hard to get this movie made. It's a story that needs to be told, and the fact that this is being envisioned as the final chapter raises the stakes to an unbelievable level. This isn't just another night of survival. This is the final verdict on the soul of America in the Purge universe. So, while the movie is not officially greenlit, the pieces are all in place. We have a finished, great script from the original creator. We have the return of a beloved, fan-favorite star in Frank Grillo. And we have a powerful producer in Jason Blum actively championing it to the studio. This update is more than just hopeful. It's a clear and exciting roadmap for what could be the most powerful and important film in the entire Purge saga. I, for one, am incredibly excited about this. This is the kind of bold, relevant storytelling that made me a fan of the franchise in the first place. But what do you think? Are you excited by this redivided America concept? Are you hyped for the return of Frank Grillo as Leo Barnes? And what are your thoughts on the evolution of the Purge franchise? Let me know your full, detailed thoughts in the comments below. As always, if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Screen Hollywood, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next update. I'm Adam, and I'll see you at the movies.